Right now, we'll see a story trailer for sure. Mm, 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 mm.
There we
65 minutes.
are.
Oh my god. Yeah, he just went live.
Yeah. There we
65 minutes.
are.
Oh my god. Yeah, he just went live. Just got a notification on my mobile, but not here. YouTube is weird sometimes.
That's pretty cool, dude.
So, Ryder, gaming, what are your favorite games, man? Can we see creators all old weapons? No, we can't. We'll definitely not see the old weapons. We will for sure, will not.
Just doing a little setup, doing a little couple of things here and
We'll
there.
definitely see Blade of Olympus. That's the last thing. Other than that, it's
See,
really difficult.
not really good at this live stream stuff quite yet, so still trying to figure some stuff out.
I mean, if you talk about the old weapons, we have Blades of Exile again. So, it will become illogical now because, see, we have Blades of Chaos with us. People are scratching their heads like, bro, how the hell did Blades of Chaos come back? They try to tell us with comics, but I think they didn't, at least clearly. So, yeah.
Oh, my
I
bad,
think
dude.
you won't.
I didn't
But
realize.
Blade, Blade of
Yeah,
Olympus,
yeah, I definitely will. I just had to get up another monitor so I can see your guys' stuff. So we'll do a little couple of cool stuff beforehand. What I am thinking, don't mind my
yo,
crappy analytics. So kind of what I'm thinking, we're gonna watch maybe some John Ford, maybe some Captain Cuba, Klaus Harsha. Hey, dude, what's up? Crappy analytics. So kind of what I'm thinking, we're gonna watch maybe some John Ford, maybe some Captain Cuba. Dude, I'm listening to your live stream at the
not
same
me.
time. I'm overhapping up.
I'm just watching you, not me.
Dude, I'm listening
I
to
mean,
your
yeah.
live stream at the same
What's
time.
Captain?
Dude, this
What's
is like
Captain Cuba doing?
weird stuff. Sorry, dude. I can't listen to myself and do all things at the same time. Yeah, I hope they actually show some God of War this time. That'd be absolutely fantastic. That'd be the coolest thing ever. Like, I've been waiting for this for a long time, since 2018. Absolutely. Klaus, I know you're watching, dude. That I had my audio and it was just going back and forth and I couldn't focus. There was too much going on. So I wanted to check out a couple of things right beforehand, chill, have a good time, maybe have some good God of War discussions, what might be coming, what's going on. So I was literally going to play a couple of videos for you guys. Just hang out. Hang out, have a good time. I really do hope they show God of War this time.
But decided to do another.
John, my boy. I love John Ford. That dude's so cool. All right.
What's up, guys and girls? Welcome to another video. So me and Cuba decided to do another bet on the side of our main one, which is who can get the most predictions right about the God of War trailer, if one is going to show in 2 days from now at the big ass PlayStation event. We thought it'd be fun for you guys and for us as well. I have a severe gambling issue, but fuck it, right? I think I need some help. The five predictions we're gonna be guessing on is one, whether it will
I
be
love
a
this guy.
trailer or a demo. Two, the locations we'll see. Three, characters we'll see. Four, a final shot of the trailer slash demo. Or five, whether it will have a release date or not. So I'm gonna talk about all five of these, give my predictions, but let's get into it. Number one, whether it will be a trailer or a demo. I think notoriously God of War with the reveals.
Yeah, it actually surprised me a little bit too, but the dude's so cool, I couldn't care less. You know what I mean? Like,
gameplay.
The dude
demo.
is
I
a
hope that's what he
fantastic
means by
YouTuber.
demo
The dude is a
anyways.
fantastic
But I
God
do
of
think
War
that's gonna be
YouTuber, to
similar
be
to the God of
even
War
more
2016
specific. The guy's
reveal
awesome.
trailer
I
for
love John
while
Ford.
it's
I'm a big
actually
John Ford
playing
fan.
through it as a demo. So, number
Mickey
two
Mouse.
here,
I'm
locations
assuming
we'll
that was
see.
M.
I
Mickey
think
Mouse.
the safe bet.
There it is.
Would be
All right,
Midgard,
yeah.
Right.
Hey,
Midgard
like I
Frozen
said, I
River.
care less what
I
he
think
sounds
that this is
like. The
either
dude's
in
brain's
Fiddlewinter
amazing.
or at the
Him and
end
Captain
of
Cuba,
Fiddlewinter
and
leading
also
into
Klaus
Ragnarok.
Harsha. Shout out to you, dude.
So that's what I think. I think they're just gonna show off.
Yeah, they're all fantastic.
Midgard. 3, the
I
characters
follow
we'll
them
see, of
on
course, Kratos
everything.
and Atreus,
Twitter.
right? Like The Last of
Don't
Us
do
can't
much Instagram.
exist
Twitter.
without Ellie
Twitter.
and Joel. Well, God of War at this point
John
can't
Forner
exist
actually
without
follows me, and
Kratos
it's actually really
Atreus
freaking
there.
cool. Cool dude.
Again, I think they're gonna do some stuff that's very similar. I don't think they're gonna give away too much or show any new characters in a gameplay demo. But if he wants me to add more, then I'm gonna go on a limb and I'll say a lot of enemies is gonna come, a lot of Draugr. We learned in Lore and Legends because of wintertime they've been kind of more active, and Kratos and Atreus has been hearing enemies in the dark. So I think they're gonna show a ton of enemies on the screen.
He got a YouTube channel. I just assumed it was all jokes. It's all in good fun. We're all good. No, yeah, he's got a YouTube channel, and he is absolutely amazing. He comes out with like new stuff every single day, and it's all good. Every single thing is good. I've been watching for years.
Dates and release windows, right? You know, if you're looking at a trailer and it says summer 2022 or fall 2021. Those are
Sorry, my wife's texting me.
Release date windows, like release date windows. A release date is a specific day.
Oh, I'm sorry, I spelled that awful.
I think there is no chance of them showing a release date at all. I'm going to die on this hill in particular. I do not.
Yo, hey, how are you? Yeah, Klaus is an awesome dude. Friggin' Harsh is the man. We've actually done a video together, and it turned out pretty cool. It's about secrets behind like the dragons in God of War. It was awesome. It was a lot of fun making that video.
So yeah, I don't think they're gonna show a release date at all. Absolutely no chance in hell.
I think they're gonna show a window, not like an exact like date, but at least give us something to go on.
Whether it would be a trailer or a demo, I think it will be a gameplay demo that they will show. I don't think it'll be a demo that us, the fans, could play. Locations we'll see. Just Midgard, show what winter has done to this area. 3, the characters we'll see. Just Kratos and Atreus and possibly Mimir. I don't think they're going to show off any other characters. Not Freya, not Brock, not Sindri. I don't think any of these characters. The final shot we'll see. Kratos and or Atreus just being a badass. I don't think they're gonna show off again any like Thor or anything like that. I really do think that we're gonna end the trailer or demo, whatever they're gonna show, with dragons in the sky. We did save 3 dragons, and most likely they're gonna come back. So I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say we're gonna see dragons as well.
I think so as well. I heard that it'd be on PS4, PS5. I think it would be very, very, very smart on their part to at least put it on PS4 and be able to put on PS5. So it just makes more sense, especially since pause that for a second. Especially since people are having such a hard time getting their hands on a PS5. I actually got pretty lucky. I have a PS5. I got extremely lucky. I really did. But since so many people are having a hard time getting their hands on it, it would make more sense to make it both PS4 and PS5 compatible. So that's just my 2 cents. If it's worth that much, I seriously doubt it.
As well, and at the end, we'll butt heads. We'll see who won. The thing I'm worried about this is that me and Captain, like every time we speak, we have a similar mindset. We agree on a lot of things. Our setups are very similar back then. So this is my only worry. I worry that he's going to say the same exact things that I am saying in this video. But let me know your thoughts. What are your predictions based on the list that he sent me? Do you think we're going to see Thor? Do you think it's going to be a trailer or it's going to be a gameplay demo? What
Both.
the hell
Both.
do you think? Because without you guys, me or Cap wouldn't be here right now. I think that's pretty safe to say. I'm gonna be out of here. Thank you guys and girls for listening. Deuces.
Okay, I'm like 50-50 with him. I think it's going to be both a trailer, possibly some gameplay. They were kind of crazy to do it on the last game, but I think there's going to be a little bit of everything. You know, we will see a lot of like hidden spoilers, like Cory Barlog loves to put in there like little hints, little secrets everywhere. That's what I'm most excited about. I want to see what they have hiding in the forefront, like hiding in plain sight. That's what I want to see. Got lucky in my order off eBay. The delivery man didn't knock on my door, just dropped it off. Thank God for my neighbor. Absolutely, that's scary, dude. Hey, your neighbor sounds pretty cool, dude. I would have bought him a beer. You're like, hey, thank you so much. You know how hard it is to get your hands on this, you know? Yeah, I would have dropped him off a 6-pack and be like, dude, thank you so much. Like, you're the man. Let's see. What else we got? Hold on. I do love John Ford series. Oh, who will destroy Odin in Ragnarok? I don't think I've seen this one yet.
Borrowed model cord. What the heck is this?
Borrowed.
I don't know.
Cords. Yo, I don't even know what that means.
Is in the description.
Hey, please share God of War news. Zap, crackle, pop, look who it is. Oh, yo, it's Siege OC, dude. What is up? Oh, I haven't talked to you in forever, dude. What is up? For everyone who doesn't know, me and Siege OC go back a little ways. We've done tons of videos together, right on my channel, on his channel. The dude's a badass. Do you think we will get a release date? I don't know if we'll get an exact release date, but hold on, I pause this. I cannot concentrate. I don't think we'll get an exact release date, but I think we'll have a window for sure. We'll at least get a window, be like spring 2022 or summer or something like that. I don't think it's going to be an exact date, so that's what I think. I think it puts too much pressure on the team. Personally, I think it puts way too much pressure on everyone over at Santa Monica. But if they give us just a window, it gives them a little room to breathe. So I think that's what's going to happen. Hey, bro, love from India. Love from America, dude. What's up? What's up, homie? We are the You are the badass, my dude. I don't know. I wouldn't go that far, dude. I don't even think my opinion's worth 2 cents. But thank you, man. We go way back. That's my guy. That's my guy. Everyone in the chat, definitely check out CHOC. That dude's awesome. Awesome. Great YouTuber. You guys love Borderlands, BioShock. He's your guy. For sure.
Right. It's not that hard. Just don't be a douche and everything will be fine there.
Pretty much don't be a douche.
Check out my
Those are my rules.
If you want to talk to me directly as well. But let's go ahead and get into the very first person, which is Freya. I think Freya being the one.
I love your content. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Yeah, I really love putting it out for you guys and people that actually, you know, like watching it. I really appreciate that. It really means a lot.
I do think that Freya will eventually hold more of a grudge against Odin for Baldur's death rather than Kratos, because if it wasn't for Odin,
oh heck yeah, dude! I do the same for you, dude. Yeah, like I said, we got a lot of history, and you're a friggin' man.
I really do feel
So,
like Freya has the
cheers.
biggest chance of destroying,
No, not drinking today.
Let's talk
No, being
about
good.
Atreus.
Being good
Atreus,
for today.
I feel if he is the one to destroy Odin, there's good and bad to it. Like, for one, it makes sense because he pretty much is the guardian that the giants wrote about on the wall. They said once Baldur is destroyed, the guardian will return, and immediately after we destroyed Baldur, the next thing we did was go to Jotunheim. It would make sense as Atreus is this guardian-like character that's very important to the giants. If he destroyed Odin, it would make sense. But at the same time, I feel this is kind of conflicted because throughout the entire game, like this entire experience, Kratos is holding back. He doesn't want to kill any of the gods, Modi, Magni, and Baldur. He tries to spare them. However, when it comes to Atreus destroying Odin, I feel like this doesn't really make much sense. This goes against everything that Kratos was attempting to do with Atreus' son, to not go down this path of destroying gods. Killing gods, there are consequences that come with that. Before I move on, I just want to say that yes, Kratos did try to spare Magni, because he could have destroyed Magni at any moment, but it was only when Atreus was in danger, Kratos was like, you know what, I can't do this.
Okay, I gotta pause. Alright, so we have kind of conflicting theories here. So, I have a whole theory that goes completely almost against what he says. I do believe Atreus will destroy Odin. He will be the destroyer because I have a whole theory that Hrafnir, or as we better know him, Fenrir, uh, is Atreus. I think Atreus is Fenrir. Why I think this is one of the first questions that he asks when he learns about his godhood is, "Can I turn into an animal?" And I kind of took this kind of literally. I took this as like, oh yeah, you can definitely lose yourself in rage and everything, kind of like Kratos did in the first few games. Like, yeah, but he literally been actually literally again. Anyway, literally changed form into another being. So I think it's definitely he is Fenrir. I think he will be able to turn into a wolf, especially since look right here. Actually, he is actually wearing wolf skin. So big hint, big giveaway there. So that's what I think, and then go back to Norse mythology, which I actually know a little bit about. Fenrir does swallow Odin during Ragnarok, and Atreus, possibly being Fenrir, destroys Odin. But there's also contradiction right there in Norse mythology, where Loki and Heimdall, that we haven't even heard of in the last God of War, will kill each other. They will die at each other's hands, kind of like Jormungandr and Thor. So that's just my theory. It's kind of a little bit different between me and John and maybe even Captain, but yeah, let's keep seeing what he has to say.
Get you out of my way to help my son. So there you go, comment section. Don't put, oh my god, Kratos didn't try to spare Magni. There you go. So shout outs to the 5% of people who put Thor would destroy Odin. To be honest, I don't think this. I do think that Odin will betray Thor or eventually cast him aside once his usefulness comes to an end. But I don't think Thor will be the one to destroy Odin. I think that it wouldn't make no sense, and continuing the cycle that Kratos wants so desperately to end, I don't think Thor will destroy it. But if Thor destroys Odin, I will go back to this comment section and say shout outs to the 5% of people who have a big brain prediction that Thor was going to be the one to do it. Okay, so Giants in Ragnarok.
I'm okay with that one.
This obviously includes Fenrir. It includes Jormungandr. A lot of people in the comment section was like, oh my god, there's no Fenrir option. There is. He's a giant. Fenrir is a giant. And Fenrir eats Odin during Ragnarok, at least in the real mythology. So I think that the giants destroying Odin makes so much sense, right? A lot of people didn't choose it, but it makes sense considering that Fenrir is the one that eats Odin when it comes to Ragnarok. This is supported by the real mythology. Sony Santa Monica loosely goes with the real mythology, but has their own spin on it. For example, in the real mythology, Loki carves a arrowhead out of mistletoe and makes Baldur's blind brother shoot that arrow, and that is what destroys Baldur in the real mythology. In the game,
it's true. The blind god Hod, which is actually Baldur's brother. I think Kratos would fight Thor at the beginning of the game. Thor will completely defeat Kratos, nearly killing him. After that, Atreus will cast a spell that will create the World Serpent in order to get back. Alright, I'm a little 50-50 about that one. Personally, I think it's a great theory. Personally, I do. But I also think Kratos will fight Thor toward the beginning, but there are rumors that it is a 40-hour game, so God of War knows where it will actually take place. I actually think Thor will completely kill Kratos. He has died many times in the past, for one, and he's gotten out of hell many times. But think about it this way. Okay, this is the way I think about it, and this is why I think it will happen. When we go to the rune travel room, Jotnar travel room, whatever. When we go put our cursor over Asgard, it says this door will never be opened. You can never enter Asgard. But there's one way that people can get to Asgard, at least a realm of Asgard, even while not traveling through that, and that is by dying in battle and getting to Valhalla. So I think this is the only way we're going to be able to get to Asgard and to Valhalla is have Kratos pass during battle. And I think the only person to actually take him down would be Thor, because, the champion of the Aesir, it's probably going to give him the best run for his money. This is what I think, at least. As far as Atreus trying to bring Kratos back, especially when it goes to the Jotnar wall, the Jotunheim wall, I don't think it's Kratos at all. I do agree with John Ford and Captain Cuba on this one. I do believe that it is Tyr, especially since he does have a missing hand. And that thing coming out of his mouth, it could be the World Serpent, absolutely, especially with the color. It makes sense, especially given that Jormungandr is a child of Loki. But I really don't know, to be 100% honest, if that'll be Jormungandr or not. I haven't really made up my mind. After the serpent comes up in the current timeline, we will take Kratos to the future in order to fight Thor, and at the end, Kratos will nearly kill Thor, and Odin will save Thor and will punish Kratos in Asgard. That's a big statement. Absolutely. Okay, so let me digest that for a second. Yeah, like, time travel is completely possible, especially in the Norse realm, especially there really isn't much of a strain on time, as in, like, time pretty much does its own thing in the Norse realm, at least in God of War. Yeah, for sure that could happen. Absolutely. Will nearly kill Thor. I think eventually Kratos will have to take down Thor. But beforehand, I kind of think Jormungandr will have a hand in that. I think the poison that was... Hey, Parth, what's up? I think the venom that was put into the Leviathan axe after we threw it into the Lake of Nine will play a key role in it, but at the end of the day, I do think Jormungandr and Thor will have to fight each other. And then Kratos will be able to end him, especially with the venom in the axe. I read my chat. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you waiting a while? Sorry about that. Was it started yet? I'm pretty sure it's not gonna start for another 45 minutes. I'm sorry. My chat's a little behind. I'm using a different monitor. Sorry, it's taking a little second. There's a little extra delay. I do apologize. That would be so cool. Thor versus Kratos. It's going to happen. It has to happen. Like, especially since if Sony Santa Monica are listening to the fans, it has to happen. It has to happen sooner than later. No one can defeat Kratos. Yes and no. Personally, yes and no. Definitely respect your opinion 100%. But the way I look at it, I think no one can defeat Kratos one-on-one. Now, I think that's 100% not going to happen. Kratos is like the ultimate warrior. But I think that I guess there's got to be some extenuating circumstances, as in, like, oh, he's going to be taken on by multiple gods or companions or something like that on a one-on-one fight. I think Kratos got it locked down. For sure. Got it locked down. Besting Kratos and his son versus Odin and Thor, it will be like crossbones in the whole fight. Yeah, that would be an ultimate battle. That would be amazing. And at this point, I think Atreus is going to be way older. He's going to be much more mature. He's going to be a great warrior at this point. Whether I think Odin and Thor will verse Kratos and Atreus at the same time, I'm not sure, but maybe. You never know. I'm just a dude that likes God of War. That's it. According to you, what can happen in the whole God of War 5? Oh, that is a lot. Okay. So I think it's first of all, I think it will be a God of War 5 or a God of War in a subtitle. I don't think it's going to be Ragnarok. I agree with Captain Cuba on this one. I think he has it 100% right. I think this one is going to be Fimbulwinter. So that Fimbulwinter is a span of 3 years, three consistent winters that span before Ragnarok, which is the final battle, the Twilight of the Gods. So I think that's a part of it. I think Atreus will backfire his father. That's broken. I will get into that in a second. Okay, so my next prediction, in part, this is going into a little bit of that. I think when Thor and Kratos will finally meet up and they finally will fight, Kratos will be defeated. Sorry, big words. But there's a big but here. Giggity, giggity. I think the whole point was not to defeat Kratos, but to capture Atreus and bring him to Asgard. I think that is the big thing, and this is where Odin is going to get his hands on Atreus and mold him and warp him, because that's what he does. He plays the mental game. He doesn't go after you with a big ass hammer like Thor does. Nah, he comes after you with the mental game and his sorcery as well. I think this is where Atreus is going to put aside his name Atreus and become the god of mischief, Loki. I think this is where it's going to happen, and everything that Kratos is going to teach him completely backfires, and this is where we're going to get Loki, the Loki. But that's my complete theory. Do you think there is a possibility of Blades of Olympus being kept by Kratos like the Blades of Chaos? I don't personally think so. I don't personally think so, but that doesn't mean it's not going to happen as well. I think since the end of God of War 3 and Kratos just running along after he got stabbed and left the blades, or not the blades, the Blade of Olympus in Greece, but doesn't mean it won't show up though. Maybe we're going to see someone from Greece maybe bring it to Kratos and to maybe kill off Thor or Odin or whoever. You never know. I think that'd be a pretty cool way to do it as well. He is only after Atreus' power. Yeah, absolutely, because I think Atreus is going to be a huge powerhouse, especially upcoming in this next game. Like, he's already grown so much, like this young boy who could barely draw back a bow and hit a target, to this, at the end of the game, we have this awesome warrior to fight with. So I think it's going to be even more of a power up for Atreus, for lack of better words, especially with as much gameplay as we're supposed to get. We're supposed to get like 40 hours of gameplay. That's a lot of gameplay for one thing, and two, that's a lot of growth. So whether it is going to be one time span, kind of like the last game, it was kind of like in one day because it never turned at night, if you guys didn't notice that. But it might take place upon days, upon weeks, months, even maybe even years with that time travel thing. So you never know. Zeus was defeated, not dies. So yeah, that would be really cool. If Zeus would come back. Okay, so I kind of, my brain just went off, and I love off the wall theories. What if, here's a what if for you guys. Okay, so what if, since Zeus couldn't move on to the Greek afterlife because Kratos completely dismantled it? Yeah, completely broke it down. What if Zeus is Odin? Wouldn't that be messed up? That's a messed up theory right there. So that part right there, man. The moment Athena appeared in God of War 4, I literally cried for Kratos. Oh, that was so... It was like, what are you doing here? Why are you here? I couldn't believe it. I didn't know what was going on. I thought for sure we were going back to Greece. For sure going back to Greece. That's what I thought. Yeah, right? I thought for sure we were going back to Greece. Absolutely. You can even see it during my gameplay. So brains I can't handle. That's funny. Yeah, what do you think about that theory? There's an off-wall theory for you. Yeah, even like looking at him right here, he kind of looks like Zeus, doesn't he? Kind of weird. We were supposed to be watching a video, and I just went on a rant. My bad, guys. I'm so sorry. Do you guys hear it okay? Or am I too loud, or you want me to turn up the audio?
It kind of makes sense. So, if the giants would eventually destroy Odin, makes perfect sense. Last but not least, the highest voted, and of course it's the highest, Kratos would destroy Odin. I gotta stop putting Kratos' name in these polls, it's all you guys will choose. But I think that this is the least chance happening. Yes, I say the least chance happening that Kratos wants to destroy Odin. Now, I'm not saying...
Yo,
Kratos
Blizzard,
can't
YouTube, what's
destroy Odin.
good?
I hear you writing
Have I seen
Stop
Game
it.
Breaker...
Kratos...
Sorry, guys, I cannot talk and think and read at the same time. Have I seen Game Breaker God videos? I have not, actually. At least, I don't think I have. I've seen a lot of God of War videos. I have seen a lot. I don't think so. Might be something to check out. I think in Forbidden War that... Sorry, move my mouse. That can't be... humans and Odin will summon giants and Zeus will have his true form. That's a theory, man. A forbidden war. Maybe kind of like the Aesir versus the Vanir again. Kind of like a submittance, if that's a word, of that. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Who do you think would win in a fight between Zeus and Odin? Well, assuming that they aren't the same person. That's tough. That is very tough. I'm gonna go on a limb and say Odin. The only reason why I'm gonna say why, because I always pick the fighter or the whoever that has more mental capability, I guess. I always think the brains over brawn usually wins, so I'm gonna go Odin. I'm gonna go Odin on that one. A real fight that may destroy whole universe. Oh, absolutely. I think Ragnarok is going to be that battle for sure. I think it's going to obliterate this universe, especially since all the universes are kind of connected, are kind of going on all at the same time. I think the Norse one's going to be obliterated. Absolutely. Then we have to move on somewhere, which I think it's going to be Egypt. But, maybe the Giants will end Ragnarok's war. I think the Giants is going to be a even bigger part of the war, especially if they're going to go a little bit towards actual mythology. Especially since in mythology, Loki brings the Giants into Asgard to burn it down. So I think it's going to be kind of similar, because I think there's going to be some more Giants that are just not really laying around like that we saw in Jotunheim, but I think there's going to be some more alive, and I actually think Faye is going to be in the next game as well. Absolutely, especially since time works so freaking weird. Hi, Jerry, how you doing? Who would you think would win if Loki joined the battle against Kratos? Wouldn't he be able to defeat his son and bring him back to his senses? So I actually made a video about this. It's called How Atreus Will Cause Ragnarok. So it goes into a little bit like that. So I do think it will happen after Odin does brainwash Atreus, and Atreus becomes the god Loki, Odin's blood brother. I think this will happen because after this happens, we do have to see what Atreus has become as players, as viewers of this game, of this beautiful cinematic game it's going to be. I fucking hope so. Yeah, I for sure think. Do I think Kratos will fight Atreus? No, I don't. I think that he already lost one child, and I don't think he could bring himself to potentially even kill another. So I think he will defend himself, but I don't think he will attack. And I think, yeah, yes. King Kong be like, I'm gonna end you, Thor, so you have chosen death. Yes, I agree. What is my favorite quote from the God of War series? The cycle ends here. That is so cliche, but it is. I love that quote, and I think it's going to come up again. For sure. For sure. Alright. Her sister can be reawoken, goddess of death, and Loki will fight with Kratos. And the cube you've seen in Thor Ragnarok was made by Atreus in Ragnarok. Oh, let me digest that one for a second. Okay, so I don't know if we're going to see Calliope again, maybe in dream form, kind of like we saw in Helheim when we saw Kratos beat up Zeus again, which was absolutely awesome. But I don't know. I don't know, especially since she was in the Greek underworld for Fields of Elysium. That's what it was. And it was destroyed. So I don't know how they're going to play that one. I think that might be in the next game for all I know. That's actually kind of a cool theory. Kind of like that, actually. And you see in Thor Ragnarok was made by... Park, you explained that last part with the Thor Ragnarok and Atreus and Ragnarok kind of thing. Don't know, my brain's working all that well. My bad. I'm sorry. Watch a little bit.
I do think Kratos is more powerful than Odin. I do think that if they come to blows, eventually Kratos will come out on top. But I do not think...
These are some really good discussions. I might have to do this some more often. This is fun. Love hanging out with you guys. This is really cool.
He's just being a
I don't ever live stream.
I'm not gonna
ever.
repeat my last video, but this is not the same Kratos from Greek to Norse. He's not the same person anymore. I do think a lot of people just don't realize that. He's not this power-hungry person that we've seen in the Greek days, right?
He's not.
He doesn't want to destroy Modi, Magni, Balder. He tried to spare all three of them, especially Balder. He talked to him twice. Once during the end fight, he's like, vengeance is not a path you want to go down. I know this. He tried to relate to him, something that Kratos has never done in the series. And he let Balder go when he was about to finish him off. Atreus said, he's beaten, he's not a threat. Atreus is learning, that's why Kratos let him go. However, Balder still went after Freya. And Kratos...
Balder still did go after Freya. I think in the end, Kratos will be in his final form and no one can defeat him. I 100% agree. But Atreus will trick him into killing him by saying, Dad, please stop, and then executes him. That would be harsh. I don't know if Kratos could do that again and go through that killing another child. I don't know if that's the way Corey's thinking about it, but you never know. It might happen. In the game, when Mimir tells Kratos that Athena was a Valkyrie, Freya, do you think we'll put her armor to fight Kratos? I think she will form some other weapons like she did in God of War 4 to take her revenge. Yeah, I think for sure Freya is going to be a future boss fight. For sure, she will be in Valkyrie form. She will regain her warrior spirit. Yeah, and it will be probably even harder than the Valkyrie Queen, which took me forever to defeat, which it's still probably my favorite boss fight of the series. Sorry, but it was fantastic, and I think Freya's gonna be even better. Also, do you think Odin might use Kratos' past against him like the Furies did, or resurrect his wife and daughter to make him choose, or do you think he might use his new wife to make him join? I think anything is possible, especially when we're dealing with Odin. Odin plays that psychological game, and he is extremely powerful sorcerer, especially after Freya taught him her Vanir magic. I think absolutely he is going to play absolute huge mind games with him. Like I said before, that he is the master of psychological terror. That's a really good way to put that. I'm going to write that down in my journal. I said something smart. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's going to use him against him. He's going to play the mental game because Odin is a god of war, especially since Tyr was taken by Odin. I still think that is correct. But I think it will happen. For sure. For sure. I don't think Kratos will join him though. No way. Any possibility of Kratos versus Surtur because we will have seen Surtur's sword. I think it's 50-50. I still haven't figured it out yet. The only reason why I'm saying 50-50 is because of Surtur being a giant, being the original fire giant from Muspelheim. And I think Surtur is going to be kind of like the chaos to go into Asgard. I think that's the way it's going to happen, but I really haven't thought about it too much. But I guess that's where I stand. I don't know. Loki will use his past to let him rage to his final form, and it can be broken by him. Is that Mjolnir? I'm assuming that's Mjolnir. Rage Kratos to final form. Oh, I think in this next game we are going to see Kratos finally go ballistic. For sure. It's got to happen. It has to happen. We have seen him be calm, relaxed. Of course, we do have the rage mode, of course, but not quite what it used to be. I think he's going to go ballistic somehow and just absolutely obliterate things. I don't think any man can kill their child, and I hope he goes back to his Spartan rage and goes crazy like the old games. Like I was just talking about, I think so too. I hope Atreus does make it through this next game and the game after that. But you never know with Sony Santa Monica, the crazy genius Cory Barlog. I think Atreus will live. There are many theories out there that say he will not. But I think that's just continuing the cycle, and I want the cycle to end here. So, see what I did there? Oh, I'm not funny. It's okay. All right, let's check out another video. I don't even remember what we're watching. Notification. You can see it. And there's a question. Is Zeus in Helheim or Hades underworld since Hades was destroyed? There's a question. I think he's going to be a wandering soul. I think. Hello. Freya's death mystery. There we go.
Have you ever wondered what would happen if you actually
All right,
sat
let's
down
see.
and talked with
Sorry,
missionaries
guys.
from the Church
Give me
of
just a
Jesus?
sec.
What's up?
Read some of your comments. One thing I'm struggling to figure out is... Oh, hey, yo. What's up, dude? Long time. What's going on? I'm struggling to figure out is where does Kratos fit in the story? That is quite a thing. The most logical answer is for Body, which is the father of Loki, but that's just kind of putting a name on it. He might just be his own thing. Do Brock and Sindri owe Freya any favors? Maybe. Never thought about that. I'm gonna say maybe. What do you think about Kratos at the end of God of War 3 and how he entered Norse mythology because the theory of Fenrir dragging him? I don't think it was Fenrir at all. No. Do I think it might have been Skoll and Hati? Maybe. But he was definitely dragged there by some giant wolves, and I think those are the only two that at least I know of that would fit. I think all Olympians will be reawakened by the fire we see in Thor, the Ragnarok, and Kratos in final boss form. That would be sick. I completely agree. That would be absolutely awesome. But I don't. No offense, I don't really see it happening. But it would be really cool. Right now, it seems like his job is to raise Atreus and make him the best warrior possible, and then kill him off. absolutely, definitely raised him to be the best warrior. That's just what fathers do. I would actually kind of would love to be a father at least soon. And that's what we do. We would raise our kids the best that we could, and leave behind a greater legacy. But I don't think he's gonna kill him off. I don't want it to happen. I guess I don't. Sorry, I just don't want it to happen. I love Atreus. I always found it weird. They always vanished when Freya showed up. I never noticed that before. Ayo, yeah. That's weird. Never thought of it. Freya is hot, by the way. Yeah. Would we or Atreus be able to be seen riding Fenrir in battle or in the next game? Okay, I'm going to talk about it again. I think Atreus is Fenrir. For sure. Especially a couple of people have been here a little while. We just talked about it, so I'll give Cliff Notes. The first thing he asked when he found out about his godhood, can I turn into an animal? And later on during Mimir's boat rides, he asked literally, can I turn into a wolf? Especially since he wears wolf pelts through the entire game. And I think he will be able to shapeshift, and I think he will be Fenrir. I think that'd be awesome. Hey, Belial, what's up? I think Kratos will bring Atlas to fight. Yeah, because Atlas is still alive. I forgot about that. Yeah, absolutely. I don't see why not. But it's just theories. It's all theories. It's all theories for now. Hey, yo, what's up, dude? Odin and Thor were waiting for the opportunity. Yeah, and take his powers or do something like change all of and Atreus would be a killer. Yeah, you know, Odin is like I said 100 times already, plays the mental game. He plays the mental game. He is ready to try to stop Ragnarok any way possible, even that he's betraying people, turning people against each other, whatever he needs to do. So, sure, why not? Absolutely. Ayo, it's going good. Belial 123, what's up, man? You guys have always been there. What's up? So I am going to you guys for hold on, I just see Jerry stuff. Do you think since the dwarves made Thor's hammer, they can steal it back and give it to Kratos, or use his powers to infuse the blades of chaos or the Leviathan axe? I don't think they'll be able. I think they might be able to steal it. There is a story in Norse mythology where Loki actually steals Mjolnir and gives it to the giants. So maybe. However, infusing it, I don't think so. I think it's going to be its own separate entity. But I do think it will be stolen. That is a good call. Especially since we do have that story in Norse mythology. And the funny thing is, Thor has to dress up in a wedding dress and pretend to be Freya to go get it back. That's funny. Okay, guys. I'm going to let this video play just for a minute. I'm going to go take a quick 5-minute break, especially since we only have about 15 minutes to go before this PlayStation Showcase, and I cannot wait to go see it. I'm just going to be like 5 minutes. I'm going to go pee and do other stuff. Real quick, Parth, you're my last question, okay? I think when Atreus kills Kratos, he could see his past and change his thoughts and fight Odin and Thor head to head. Well, especially if it goes into that last battle rage mode, why not? But I think it's for the series itself and as a gameplay stance, I think it would be best to fight them separately, just for gameplay reasons alone. So I'll be right back, guys. I just gotta drain the main vein, and I'll be right back. Give me like 5 minutes. I'm gonna let you guys watch some John Ford. I will be right back. When I come back, let's talk some more God of War, some more theories. I will be right back. I don't want to leave right now, but I gotta go. I'll be right back, alright?
In this video, we're gonna talk about the mystery of Faye's death. I put out a video talking about the mystery of Kratos' immortality. You all really seem to like it, so I'm gonna continue doing these style of videos. I put out a community post, a lot of people responded to it, and here's the most popular one. I'm gonna talk about it and then get into my theory about what I think happened. And remember to leave a like on this video so people can actually see it. When you do like it, the video pretty much gets widespread, so remember to hit that like button for me. So let's get into the mystery on why and how Faye died. Probably one of the most popular theories I've seen was that Faye used her life force to heal and revive Atreus. A lot of people really do think that this is the reason because we never got an explanation on how Atreus survived his sickness. Being a god but not knowing he was a god was really messing with Atreus' own body. Even though we got the Bridge Keeper's heart eventually, Freya did say that this has not solved the problem. The only way to really solve the problem is to tell Atreus the truth. However, Faye never did that, so how did he survive for so long? I guess her putting her own life force in Atreus does make kind of sense. However, no giant was ever really able to do something like this. But then again, these giants can look really far into the future and know the events of things to come, so who's to say that she can't put her life force inside of Atreus? Now let's go into my personal theory as to why I think that she died. Personally, I do think that she died of old age. Even though in the game we learned that it's extremely rare for giants to die of old age, like very rare. So how is it that Faye actually died of old age? Well, throughout the events of the game, we did actually learn about one giant who did actually die of old age, and that was the founder of Jotunheim.
Look here, another.
It says his name is Bergelmir. I think Mother said he was the king of the giants.
Aye, that he was. And quite a bit more.
Looks like he had a lot of kids.
That, little brother, is what we call an understatement.
He's dead, but nobody killed him. Do giants die from old age?
They may, though it's rare among the legends. If I'm not mistaken, we've yet to discuss the tale of the giant Bergelmir.
Oh yeah, I remember his shrine. It looked happier than the other ones. Mostly.
It begins in an ocean of blood.
Finally, a story worth hearing.
If you remember, Ymir, the first giant, was fatally stabbed by Odin. It's in his blood our story starts. Ymir's magical guts poured out in a torrent so violent it threatened to flood all of creation. The Jotnar were unprepared, as the very last of them were washed away in the endless tide. Not just Ymir, but all of giant kind faced extinction. Staying afloat in the hollowed husk of a tree, the frost giant Bergelmir endured, as did his lady wife. For weeks they sailed, until finally they came upon a new land. They called it Jotunheim. And there they would start anew. As father and mother they would multiply exceedingly, and as king and queen they worked to make Jotunheim a land where giants would know no master but themselves. Bergelmir never sought revenge for Odin's slaughter. His vengeance was to live and prosper. He died at peace, a legion of his kin to mourn him. He would ever be known as Bergelmir the Beloved.
Bergelmir was a very, very kind giant. He did not seek revenge and was pretty much beloved and died of old age. Nobody killed him. So even though Mimir doesn't explicitly say that he died of old age, one, nobody killed him, they weren't attacked, so it's safe to say that he died of natural causes. All of his children were there to mourn for his death, so you can say that they pretty much knew that his time was up. Which, if you think about it, is really similar to Faye. Nobody attacked her, and Kratos knew that she was gonna die because she told him. Being a giant that died of old age means that his children are directly the oldest giants in Midgard. Is it possible that one of these giants who was Belgemir's direct kids could have been Faye? Having this information in mind that she could be the daughter of Belgemir, this could actually make sense with the old age theory. that she felt her death coming and needed to set up the rest of the journey. This actually does make a lot of sense with her last mention in
Yes.
Atreus' journal in Lore and Legends, which says that
Yes, I had to pee.
basically one day he woke up and Faye was very weak. She wasn't really talking as much as she
I'm
used
back.
to.
What's up?
This could be that her time
Alright,
is
what did I
finally
miss?
running out, being one of the oldest giants who is a daughter to Belgemir. It also explains some of Faye's character traits.
Alright,
For
let's
one,
see.
when we go to Jotunheim, we see that she's talking to a bunch of giants. The theory
Oh, yeah,
that
Freya's
she's
still
the
alive.
daughter of Belgemir makes sense now, because again, if she is the daughter of the king of the giants, then there are
Don't know if you guys are watching that or not. All right, we know that both Thors, yes, Freya has not died yet. We know both Thor's sons, Magni, Modi, and Baldur, were killed by Kratos and Atreus, so we can assume that this is going to be an omen, a message to Thor, want revenge. For sure, absolutely. Oh, I think that's going to be a main thing for him to come after us. I'm not sure about the comic book. I actually haven't read the comics, which I'm really bad about that. I need to get my hands on those, for sure. I want a God of War movie, for sure, as long as they don't screw it up. That'll be the big thing if they screw it up. 10 minutes, yes! The voice of Kratos is a legend and the GOAT, for sure. For sure. His name friggin' escapes me right now. 10 minutes, bro. Hell yeah. You had to say it. Oh, I can't think of it. I love his name. I'll think of it. It'll come in a second. Voice is like a corpse. Yeah. Brutal. Fingers crossed. Oh, heck yeah, Klaus. You should play Kratos' role in God of War movie. Yo, I am way too tiny and skinny for that. I need to work on my buffness. Start working out again. I am kind of getting a little chunky. I am way too short to play Kratos, too. I'm not very tall. I'm only like 5'8". I can't process anything right now. Yeah, I know. I'm so excited. I'm mostly excited for God of War, obviously. But there's a couple of other titles I really want to see, for sure. Who thinks Atreus would still use his bow, or we would get a different weapon in the next game, like Freya's weapon? I think for sure he is going to have the bow, at least for a little while. Maybe we'll pick up another weapon for him. We'll see. Kratos has to die to make us have goosebumps. I think he's going to die as well, but not forever. Not forever, not permanently. We will still have Kratos, but I think he will die. Christopher Judge, thank you. It would have took me forever. Thank you. Yes, Christopher Judge is a god of a man. PlayStation thing starting in about 8 minutes. I'm going to go over there in just a few more. I like talking to you guys first, though. I hope Atreus gets a melee weapon. Oh, for sure. I think he eventually will, because I think we will play a little bit as Atreus, so I think a melee weapon is for sure going to happen. Maybe we'll start off with Faye's knife. Maybe. I think Faye is still alive at a point. I think the time travel, she's going to come back. Hi, John Ford. Just gave you a shout out. Hey, yo, I love John Ford. I love that guy. He is such a cool dude. Yeah, he is absolutely one of my favorite YouTubers. I've been watching John for years, and like one of the coolest things he's done actually was follow me on Twitter. That was one of the coolest things ever for me, especially like doing this God of War stuff, to have one of the top God of War YouTubers follow you on Twitter. That's so cool to me. Like, that's just mind blowing. I'm just this dude from Maine, from Maine in the U.S., this little tiny state that has a population of 1 million for the entire state, gets one of the top God of War YouTubers to follow you on Twitter. That's so cool to me. Yeah, I'm just a nobody, and he's one of the best. So that's so cool. When will be launched on God of War 5? 2022, I think, either spring or summer. That's a complete guess, though. Is Freyr the only Vanir god that we know so far? I think that we know, besides Freyr? Do we know Freyr yet? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Her brother. That's alive. Yeah, I think Freyr and I think her father Nord will come into this. Which Kratos do you love? Old Kratos or younger Kratos? I love younger Kratos' brutality. I love them both. I love the new Kratos as well. Corey did say Faye's spirit is like spread out in different realms. Yeah, because the Lindworm was actually taken away from the God of War. Actually, I'm gonna go over the showcase right now. Has gone over the so what happens is the Lindworm takes a bit of your spirit. Actually, hold on. There it is. Watching it live here. Is this it? No, hold on. No, that's not it. Sorry about that, guys. Let's go here. Play. Well, got to type in here. PlayStation. Right here. Right here. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see. Yeah, but the Lindworm, they takes a little bit of everyone's spirit and puts it into the light of Alfheim. So there is probably still going to be a pieces of Fae still around, for sure. Bookstream, I think it's going to be 2022, for sure. I think the name of this, I think it is going to be Fimbulwinter. I think Captain Cuba and John Ford have it right. Or Helheim. I think it's going to be Alfheim, because Alfheim is, in the Norse religion, is actually part of the afterlife. So I think it's going to be that one. By the way, guys, what are you waiting for? Beautiful, beautiful PlayStation stuff. That's what I'm waiting for. Isn't the boar she's keeping her brother or a friend? So in Norse mythology, it is actually one of her main followers who created a shrine to her. I think it's him. His name escapes me right now, though. I agree with Jerry. Where's Jerry? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, okay, yeah. I think so too. That Faye's still alive. I think the next God of War name will not be Ragnarok. I agree. Husum, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, but for sure I think it will be. What's his YouTube channel? Leonard, whose YouTube channel? I'll tell you. What am I waiting for, guys? I never had PlayStation. I play on phone. That's super cool, though. I've always played PlayStation ever since I was a kid. I've always had more PlayStation console, I guess, than anything else. The next one would probably be Nintendo. Not that I don't hate Xbox or anything like that. I've just always done PlayStation. That's all. I do have a I do have a Xbox Series 1. I only bought it just so I could play Halo, though. Can we go to the realm of the Dark Elves? Oh, Svartalfheim? Oh, for sure. For sure, I think we'll go to Svartalfheim, and I think there's going to be a big thing between the Dark Elves and the Dwarves, because that was originally their realm. Psych, I have a whole setup, you butthole. Do you listen to when Mimir was explaining the Valkyries? I believe so. I believe I did. I'm gonna say yes. Is that the right answer? What are you talking about, Yayo? What if Atreus kills Kratos and Brock and Sindri helps Kratos resurrect him again through the light of Alfheim? Maybe the Alfheim can bring back souls in everyone. I'm not sure. I still can't believe John Ford gave me a shout out. That's so freaking cool. How many realms are undiscovered? You had to ask me that. There's at least a few. We haven't gone to Vanaheim. We haven't gone to Svartalheim. We kind of went to Muspelheim, if you want to count that. We haven't gone to Asgard. Shoot. What other ones haven't we gone to? I think that's it. I heard something new when he was explaining one of them. He mentioned a name I never heard of. Skuld. Oh, okay. Skuld. I have heard of her. I actually, in mythology, I believe he was a Danish king. I believe he was a Danish king. As for Valkyrie, I actually am not so sure. Do you think Mimir would get a body and make Kratos like Boulder? He can't die against Odin. I don't know if Mimir will get a body or not. But I think there's a theory that Mimir actually isn't Mimir. He is actually Odin in disguise, which is kind of cool. That is very, very cool. So, yeah. John, I still can't believe John Ford gave me a shout out. That's so cool. Where who told me that? I need to backtrack in the comments. I'm sorry. Give me just a second. Can I search? That'd be cool. Anyway, I don't know. Whoever said that, that's really cool. Thank you. I wonder if he said it on his live stream, because I know he's streaming live. Very quick. Oh, here we go. How would you think Vanaheim would look? Very, very forced, but very mystical at the same time. Okay, this is obviously isn't God of War. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. I think it'd look exactly like it would outside of her window. Absolutely it would. Because I think that's just so she can look back into her realm, her home. What is this? Yeah, it is strange, the magical energy. Did you? I completely missed it. I was reading the stream. Don't tease me like that. Did you? I completely missed it. I have to rewatch this. Look in the background picture. Okay, I'm looking. I'm looking. Let's go is right. I'm looking. Probably not gonna see it again because that's just my luck. I don't think Van Allen will ever betray Freya. I don't think that'll happen, but you never know. Horizon Zero Dawn, that's cool. Of course, I see Horizon Zero Dawn, but I didn't see God of War. Go figure. Oh, I'm like nervous. I'm jittery. I'm so excited. Oh.
I'm Jim Ryan, President and CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment, and welcome to the PlayStation Showcase.
Thanks,
At
man.
PlayStation, we believe in pushing boundaries and setting the benchmark for creativity and excellence in entertainment. We always love the opportunity to speak directly with our community. The new technology in PS5 enables development teams to build more exciting, immersive, and compelling worlds, showcasing their creative vision as storytellers.
Come on.
We've never been more grateful for the PlayStation community. So thank you for allowing us time to share some significant updates and brand new content. So without further ado, let's look at some new and amazing games.
I'm gonna have to rewind. I will go check that out, AO. Can Freya control Hellwalkers, maybe? Oh, maybe. She does have that Vanir magic. You never know. Okay. Lucasfilm. Okay. So Star Wars. I'm okay with that. I love the Jedi Fallen Order. That was such a good game.
That is what the Sith believe. They promised power. Now they wield it.
Yo.
They face the greatest Sith in generations.
Is that Bane? Revan.
They must be stopped.
Knights of the Old Republic remake. That's sick. Alright. That's so cool. Another game I'm probably gonna have to pick up. I don't know if you guys like Star Wars or not, but I love their games. Love their games. I'm like nervous. I'm jittery. I love this. Whoa, what is this? Ooh. Okay. It almost looks like Doom. Yo, I'm gonna buy so many games too, dude. It's gonna be bad. I'm gonna go broke. Excuse me. Kinda does remind me of Doom mixed with Halo.
저희는 지구를 지키지 못했습니다. 적들을 물리치고 인류를 구원하려는 신성한 의무를 다하지 못하였습니다. 하지만 이제 저희가 다시 내려와 남은 목숨
Will we
끝까지
ever
바쳐 싸울
see
것입니다.
Ares? I don't think we'll see Ares.
부디
Maybe
저희를 사하여 주시고 저희를
kind of like a
구원해
recap, kind of like we see with
주시고
Athena.
저희를
I don't know if he's gonna come back full form. Excuse me, gassy.
지하 시설 방공호 같은 건가?
여긴 지하철역이야. 사람들을 태우고 거미줄처럼 도시를 누비던 교통수단이지. 뭐 다 지난 얘기지만 말이야. 잠깐 이거. 네이티브가 시체에 기생하고 있다니. 그날 이후 지성의 도시들은 모두 예비처럼 폐허가 됐어. 잘라 신분들의 우주로 달아났고 나가는 놈들은 이곳에 버려졌지.
마더스피어의 구원을 아직 기다리고 있는 거야.
이브 조심해. 전방에서 뭔가가 곧 무너지겠어.
Yeah, it does look pretty cool, doesn't it? It does seem pretty brutal, yo.
살살 가고 있겠지.
Okay. Quick action. Time event. It looks like a mix of a lot of games, though. You know what I mean? It looks like... I hate using this example, but it looks like Dark Souls meets like Devil May Cry meets Doom meets Dead Space. Looks like a bunch of that stuff mixed together. So it might be really cool. Project Eve. S? Did I say that right? The outfits look really cool.
이브, 저건 알파 네이티브야.
She's cute. That's funny. It did. That was a long trailer. That was long. I agree. 2K? Okay.
Darkness washes over the land. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Dragon Lord has returned.
Fools! Your party of heroes can't stop me.
Who's ready to rickety roleplay? Spoiler? It's you, baby.
Metal and magic. It looks pretty cool.
You know, some of you may be asking, Tina, why are there guns in a fantasy world? And I am just so glad you asked, because shut up your face and get shooting!
I like that explanation. That's funny. It does give you Borderlands vibes, doesn't it? Will Odin beg for his life like Zeus, or will he pride? He will pride himself in death. Absolutely, he won't beg. Odin won't beg. Big head mode, yeah. You know, it kind of reminds me of, like, I might be dating myself, but like NFL Blitz for like the N64, you get like the big head mode. That's exactly what it looks like. It does have a Borderlands vibe, doesn't it?
I'm in. You ready, newbie?
This has to be something to do with Borderlands. Wonderlands. This,
Alright, trailer over. No
it's
one
got to
can
be
see
connected
this ain't no
somehow.
super-duper hero movie.
I don't know a ton about Borderlands. Oh, I thought that was the beginning of God of War, man. Almost had a heart attack. What if Atreus uses Zeus' powers to fight Thor and Odin? Maybe. Maybe, you never know. Maybe, especially since he is his granddad. Squaring, so that's fine. I still can't get over what...
I'll let you in on a secret, but I'm a pretty big deal.
Oh, I wish I saw it too. Yeah, I will rewind it and watch it and then act stupid. Because I am.
I promise we'll go somewhere that loves cats.
Oh man, I know you remember the James Bond big head mode. Oh, you know I do.
Fights.
You know I do. That was such a good game. What always killed me every time was I forget his name, but the dude with the like blade hat. He always killed me when he threw it. Hate that thing. If the lake is frozen, does it affect the other pantheons? Also, I think yes. That's a good question, though. That's a really cool question. I think for sure. Because all the realms are connected. That's a really cool thought, Jerry.
Wait, stop!
Stop it!
Whoa.
Where on earth is this?
Athia.
Who's there?
And technically not Earth. Well, not what you would call Earth, anyway.
I swear to God, asshole, show yourself!
Show myself. I've shown.
Where are you?
Show myself.
Right
Show.
here, at the end of your arm. Oh, hello, yes.
What?
Okay, so let me get this straight. I'm somewhere that's not what I would call Earth. I'm seeing freaking dragons, and oh yeah, I'm talking to a cop. Did I just do that?
We did.
I just moved it with my freaking mind! Yeah, okay, that is something I do.
I've seen a trailer for this before. What is it?
I'll probably fly next.
Yo, is my lighting bad? Hold on, let me try something.
That's too far. Good to know there's a line.
Better or worse?
Our land suffers. You are the only hope we have.
Not much difference, is there? Nah, screw it.
You're the one that's planning on facing off with Syla. Tanta Syla is the strongest and most formidable of all the Tantas.
Yeah, this was the game that
You will be doing our land a great service by
that they announced the PS5 with. What is this? Lighting was better before. Okay,
Frey. No name for a demon.
we'll go with that.
I am the one you seek. The one and only Tanta Syla.
Yo, this does look good, doesn't it? Come on.
For decades, Team Rainbow has been the shield against the worst global threats imaginable.
I thought it was the Dark Pictures for a second.
Hostage situations, biological weapons, the threat of nuclear war. But now, we face the greatest terror our world has ever known.
I think Faye blew the horn. To be honest, I think it had something to do with that whole time travel thing, for sure.
We want a shot at tomorrow. We will move as one. We will think as one. We will do whatever it takes. As one.
I think it would give you both. Just to keep it obscure. Kind of like a living thing. I think that'd be cool.
And no one will be left behind.
Yo, went up 8 subs. That's pretty cool. Baldur blew the horn. I haven't heard that theory yet. That's interesting. Interesting thought. So I think Baldur would be attacked like instantly, and since there wasn't a instantaneous fight that we could hear because we weren't far off from Epic Games. Okay, still have time. Since we weren't far off from the Lake of Nine, I don't think it was Baldur personally, but I'd love to hear that theory.
Whatever you do, don't go out in the dark. Stay in the light.
Stay
in the light. Guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry. A famous artist, no less.
Alice?
wife Alice. She's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Winter.
Last night I woke up to a nightmare. I was missing a week. What had happened to me? I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it. With it, I could
Let's think about this, walking our footsteps. Who laid out the entire path, as in walked the path before Kratos and Atreus? I think it was Faye, because she mapped out the entire journey before we even left for it. But Baldur was the only one kind of looking for them, so I could see how you would put that together. Yes, Baldur is resurrected during Ragnarok because all the souls kind of came to the same battle. Thor could be tier, Kratos could be tier, but I think that's too easy. There's got to be something more obscure that Santa Monica comes up with, in my opinion. Possibly Thor is much brighter because Modi says Kratos that Thor banished me from Asgard. Yeah?
I gotta run now, okay?
Alright, bye, babe.
See, I used to love the Grand Theft Auto series, especially San Andreas was my thing. Loved San Andreas. Would Freya use Faye as a mental mind game? Why not? Absolutely. I mean, the type of magic that Odin uses to play his mind games is Vanir magic, so I don't see why Freya can use it as well, especially since she has a death vendetta against us. Yeah. I'm gonna say yes. Oh, those are my two favorite as well. I love San Andreas and Vice City. Those are by far my favorite, but those are also the only ones that I own, so kind of biased. What is this? Looks interesting so far. Very interesting. This looks trippy.
People always decry the truth when forced to face it. Still your fear. I will be her salvation. The time is nigh. The world rests on the precipice of transformation. A new age will dawn.
I actually haven't played Ghost of Tsushima. I bought it for my brother, and I really want to see it. Ghostwire. Okay, I have seen trailers for this. Yeah, I haven't played Ghost of Tsushima, but I really want to. I really, really want to. It's my kind of game. What's your favorite character in the beginning when you first played God of War, who is now or still in the game? Stupid answer. Kratos is my favorite. For sure, Kratos is my favorite. But the new game, my favorite character is Mimir. I love Mimir. Mimir's my guy.
Of the galaxy.
And Kratos is still my favorite. Guardians of the Galaxy game.
A choice. The matriarch wishes to share it with you. United in the light of belief, all suffering, all grief will end. Oh! What's wrong with you?
Oh, I think I'm having a heart attack.
Cease this at once.
Fine. Cosmo! How you doing, buddy?
Grand Unifier Raker, leader of the Church of Truths.
During that ritual with the priest, they kept talking about a promise.
It's a must
Like they were
play.
drinking funky juice.
This one,
Or join the
to
cult.
be completely honest,
Let's
I am
investigate
not
for
a
you.
superhero fan, a Marvel fan, DC, or anything like that. It looks really cool, and I'd give it its fair shot, for sure. But I'm just not a superhero guy. I never have been.
0.3%.
Is that bad?
Probably.
It sounds bad.
It is.
I hope you've got one hell of a speech plan, Peter.
That makes two of us. Follow me!
It does look really cool, though.
By rejecting the promise, you
Like the
have
music.
proven yourselves unworthy, and you must be destroyed.
Oh, Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, I've heard it's a must play. For sure. I am going to play it. 100%. It's just a matter of time.
Completely intentional.
I
Milano's
think
on her way.
Thor, Love, and Thunder, Pavilion, God.
Thanks, bud.
Ashish, you want to explain that one a little bit more? Please. See, I haven't played any of the Marvel games. I have no idea. Not a clue. But I'll take your word for it. Would Kratos be able to win if he still had just the Medusa head and the other? I mean, just the Medusa head alone. Yeah. That'd be kind of a cool item to come back, the Medusa head. That'd be sick. I mean, just turning just anything to stone and, like, at least give you a little time to beat the living hell out of him. That'd be really cool. And the Blades of Olympus. I'm gonna say maybe. It would definitely be a cool addition. And I think that would definitely add some extra firepower. Even though I love the blades and I love the axe, so maybe we'd probably have to lose one of them. Hopefully it's not the axe. I love the axe. I love the blades too, but I'm really partial to the axe. You know, I didn't even watch that. Watch the trailer.
Welcome to the Eon program. Picture your perfect you. Your health, your enlightenment, your fashion.
Is this
We offer eternity.
Shut up.
Your esteemed visionaries believe
Is this Deathloop?
missing from Black Creek is you.
Or has Deathloop already come out?
The Visionaries. 8 geniuses who painted up a prison and named it Freedom. Locked us all in
It's
one
Deathloop.
repeating day. Their eternity. An endless party that you can never leave.
I'm saying Marvel Cinematic Universe is for them to get a movie name.
Place
Thor,
is
Love,
supposed to be
and Thunder,
unforgettable.
and that
A
new
bunch of
character
spaced
name,
out science nerds, brainwashed cultists flinging bombs,
Gore, the
whatever
God
these
Butchers,
guys
heavily inspired by
are, all
Kratos.
spewing
Would you
Eon's
even
bullshit.
do I could do a theory about it betrayed?
So how come I don't remember?
No,
shit?
okay, so the Gore, God Butcher, heavily inspired by Kratos. That's pretty cool. Love that. Did you ever do a theory video about if Atreus met the remaining Greek gods? I have not, actually. I actually haven't really given that much of a thought. But maybe something to look forward to. That kills gods with his hunger.
Somebody built this place. Somebody
Maybe a
sent
hunger
me
is a way
messages
to,
from the future, the past, whenever. And some
like change
jackass
hunger
worked
for
every
rage.
plan
You know what I
out
mean?
here.
Maybe.
Is this a contest
Maybe
for them?
that
Some
is
type of
the hunger.
experiment? How does this time loop work?
I don't know.
Anybody remember? Why is everyone wearing a mask? What the hell these notes anymore? Who am I?
Colt, I want you to remember. I want you to remember why you came here.
Why did we come here?
Is that? Damn, look good.
I mean, it looks funny.
Imagined myself a way out.
Have you now? I mean, gameplay looks pretty cool. I did do a video about this back when I was doing a lot of like up and coming games.
Gonna break this time loop before it breaks me.
Deathloop. September 14th. That's 5 days away. Damn. I'm intrigued. Very intrigued. What is this? It really didn't show us too much now, did it? Is the witches in God of War the result of Valkyries being chained in human form from instead Hellwalkers, or when you die, depending on your death, and become some monster they fight, killing them? I think the witches are their own entity. I think they're just, they were once human, who gave up pieces of their souls to gain power. I don't think it has much to do with the Valkyries being chained. to answer them. Absolutely, I am. They're probably going to hold God of War for last. Another Marvel one. Kind of reminds me of The Last of Us a little bit. Is this Evil West? No, this isn't Evil West. Wolverine. Okay, there's a game I can get into. I actually know a bit about Wolverine. I watched like the X-Men growing up, so I know a little bit about that. What are your thoughts about Castlevania Lords of Shadow game? Okay, so I don't know jack crap about Castlevania. I watched the anime a little bit. It's a series I've been meaning to get into, especially since it's one of those classic games that's still around. I really don't have any opinions about it as of right now. So check in with me a little later down the road. I'll check it out. Will the dragons we release be our new way to travel versus the boat? See, I do have a theory I actually did with Klaus Harsha. A whole video about the secrets of the dragons. I think they are going to be very big in the next game, and I think they are going to be bosses. Yeah, please check out that video. It is, the secrets of the dragons, and even Cory Barlog said they are going to make a comeback, and in a big way. And they are very specific dragons. Their names actually mean something in Norse mythology. And like I said, me and Klaus made a video about it, and it was fantastic, and it's a cool theory. So please check that one out. Oh, I'm looking into that Wolverine one. I'm gonna keep my eye on that one for sure, Leonard. Castlevania is also a masterpiece like God of War and Prince of Persia series. That's another series I still need to get into. So when I was younger, I was really I loved games. I played games all day long back when like Sly Cooper came out, Spyro series, all this stuff. And then I took a break for a little while, and then over the last few years, I'm kind of getting back into it. So there's a big gap there where I'm trying to get back into gaming more. I'm going to play the Prince of Persia series for sure. I'm going to play the Castlevania series for sure. Absolutely. Like those classic ones, they're just phenomenal games that I just haven't played. I'm going to play at some point. I just haven't had time yet. A lot of stuff going on in my personal life. I know for sure Fafnir will come back to kill us, especially since he looted his storeroom. Oh yeah, we are going to see Fafnir, we're going to see Otter, we're going to see, I can't remember the other dragon's names, but we are going to see them for sure, because they, like I said, they're, in mythology, they do have quite a big story in there, and it's actually really cool, so you guys check that out. Those dragons are very specific dragons. We had the same story. Yeah, I took a little bit of a break. I did. I focused on music mostly, actually. I've been playing guitar and singing and playing bass and for a long time after I put down games, so that's probably why I'm actually halfway decent at some of that stuff. So, played in bands forever. So, yeah. Jerry, I'll get to you in just a second. I just kind of want to check this one out.
For as long as I can remember, I have looked for an equal. One who could push.
Oh, Spider-Man. Like I said, I'm not a superhero guy, but the Spider-Man back in the day was really good. And the one that just came out, I haven't, so I haven't popped it in yet, but I need to. Where would the snake in the lake go if the lake froze? I don't think it would go really anywhere, because the Jormungandr is the actually keeps the realm in place of Midgard, so I don't think it would go anywhere. Infamous, like the game, or is this like Spider-Man Infamous? Is it Reptile or Venom? Spider-Man 2. Okay, so this is a direct sequel. I still haven't played the last one, and I have it. 2023. That's actually not far away. That's pretty good. Like, my heart's pounding. Like, I am so anxious. I want to see the God of War so bad. Oh my god, I think I'm in love with the Spider-Man game. Yeah, I heard the last one is so friggin' good. But I haven't. I still haven't popped it in. I haven't popped it in. I haven't. I need to. Could this be it? Hold on. Oh. Oh. Here we go. Chase is still a boy. Oh god, Sony Santa Monica.
Time is running out. The prophecies say Fimbulwinter leads to Ragnarok. War is coming. My story doesn't end hiding in these woods. I should be out there, finding out who I am, who Loki is.
I will not allow you to pick a fight with God.
Oh, it's Freya.
I don't want to fight anymore. I just want answers.
Oh.
Those answers lead to war with Asgard.
Maybe that's what Mother wanted.
You do not know what Mother wanted.
That's weird.
Well, I recognize that dour expression anywhere. Odin's got tricks up his sleeve we haven't dared to consider.
What if there was someone who could help us?
You mean Tyr, the old god of war in these lands, who is dead?
Oh.
Well, for a dead man, Odin seemed pretty keen on seeing he wasn't found.
Humans.
If he's out there, we gotta find him.
Come in.
Sindri.
What?
Brock.
Be the happened to him.
We're trying to stop Ragnarok, to help people.
Who are you?
And what if the only way to do that is war?
War is not the only way.
Stop
But you're-
thinking like a father for a moment.
but you're
Start
the God
thinking
of
like
War.
a general.
You seem like a calm and reasonable person. Are you a calm and reasonable
Thor.
person?
What the hell is that?
In moments of crisis,
Whoa.
panic does nothing. Harness it.
Centaur?
Let it serve you.
A goat? A ram? I don't know.
Here.
Are you coming with us?
Holy. That's a big boy. Oh.
You'll get your answers soon enough. Well, some of them.
Who are you? Oh my god. There's just so much. There's so much. There's so much. I have so many questions. I need to watch that like 100 more times. Oh my god. Of War. Holy crap. What'd you guys think? Oh my god. My mouth is on the floor. I don't think I closed my mouth the entire time. I think it was open the entire time. Oh my freaking god. Tear on the way. Absolutely. Oh my god. Of War. Tear was huge. Oh my god. I have so many questions. Time for some beers. Dude, that's such a good idea, Leonard. Oh my god. Freya. Freya got her warrior spirit back. The first thing I know is Freya got her warrior spirit back because she'd be able to attack Kratos. How did she get it, though? How did she get it? and they got 2 wolves. Okay, okay, I gotta ask you guys because I'm freaking out and I lost a little bit of time there. I love you, Mimir. I am going to go through and watch it again and again and again and again and again. Oh my god. So, did anyone see the colors of the wolves? 12-pack on me. Dude, I will split it with you. Dude, we'll talk God of War all freaking night. Oh my god. I can't stop saying that. Okay, so did anyone notice what color the wolves were? Were they black and white?
GT7 is coming in March.
Please, someone tell me.
I think fans are going to be disappointed with
Was the girl in the end could be the girl in Greek mythology that protects the land of animals? Do you mean not Pan? Not Pan, but
GT7, GT campaign, arcade missions, all that good stuff. And you know, I got a chance to play, and it just looks and plays.
God, what's your name? It was
I think it starts on A.
Apollo's sister. What the hell's her name?
I'll tell you, the one thing that I personally really liked is the break-in variation.
Black and white. So those could be Skull and Hottie.
Really kind of makes you feel like you're an incredible racer.
Angerboda?
That's great.
Great to hear that about GT7. I can't wait.
It could be Angerboda. So Angerboda, for all of you that don't know, Angerboda was the original wife of Loki, and since they're about the same age, that completely makes sense. Artemis, thank you. I took forever. It could be Artemis as well, but she seems a little young, especially since all this time has passed. But Angerboda, that's such a good idea. Oh my god, Angerboda. So Angerboda is the mother of, in mythology, is the mother of Hel, Jormungandr, and Fenrir. Oh my god, I'm freaking the fuck out. Excuse me, excuse my language, but oh my god. Who's the Centaur guy? You guys see the Centaur guy? Like, who is he? I don't really remember centaurs in Norse mythology, so... Yo, could that be Pan? The Greek god of the wilderness?
And I know that Insomniac are extremely excited to be further expanding the universe into Spider-Man 2 now. And they're also going to be raising the bar.
I'm freaking out.
In terms of immersion, action, visual fidelity, I think Marvel Spider-Man 2 will be a spectacular showpiece for gaming. And they're also so thrilled to then bring gamers an emotional and a suspenseful journey.
I am freaking out right now.
I think that PlayStation fans are really going to be in for a treat over the next few years.
Very cool, very exciting times. And
hey, thank you, Ashish. Thank you so much. Love you too, man. I love doing this. We might do this more often. What do you guys think? You guys are some of my best supporters for sure. Would you guys like to get together like every now and again? Let's just talk some theories, talk some God of War, maybe watch a couple of videos every now and again. I think that'd be kind of fun. I love this. I love talking to you guys. I know what games I'm gonna get you on right now. Seriously, dude. Hold on.
Quite a few twists and turns for players as they set up the finale of the Norse saga in God of War Ragnarok.
We're going to get an update on God of War Ragnarok from Santa Monica Studio here in just a moment. Before you go, Herman, want to get your take on Horizon Forbidden West. Now, we've learned
I don't care. Give me God of War.
I am sure that by this point you have played it. So
we also saw Thor and Atreus' vision. Yeah, I know. We saw Thor too. Yeah.
Played a game on PS4 and PS5, and it looks great on both.
Hell yeah, I'm down too. Absolutely. I might do this more often. Yeah, absolutely, Leonard. We'll get together every now and again.
Even more amazing because the environments have so much going on.
Oh, thank you, Leonard. Thank you. Yeah, I love talking to you guys. This is fun. I love getting together and talking God of War and like watching really cool guys like Captain Cuba, watching some John Ford. Love those guys. So maybe we can watch a couple of their videos, maybe talk some theories, you know, something like that. I think that'd be really cool. Atreus also grown up, and Kratos' look is a little bit changed. He is a bit aggressive also. Yeah, but he's always been an aggressive person, you know? He's always been a big angry bear. That's probably why he's wearing bear skin, because he's a big angry bear.
Thanks for the update, Herman. We're joined now by Eric and Corey from
Hold
Santa
on.
Monica Studio.
Hold the phones.
And I wanted to check in with you two on the big announce we saw just a few minutes ago, God of War Ragnarok. We finally got our first big look at it. And actually, Eric, I wanted to start with you. You've been involved with every single God of War, including 2018's God of War. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct, Sid. I've been with the studio since 2004
Hey, Siege.
in many different capacities, working with both Santa Monica and Ready at Dawn on the God of War franchise. And I don't know why, but they thought it'd be a good idea to say, hey, do you want to direct this one? And so that's what I'm doing. I'm directing God of War Ragnarok, or as Corey likes to call it, never heard of it. So that's the update on that.
So, Eric, why the shift in leadership on God of War Ragnarok?
Weird.
It's always been a tradition here at Santa Monica to change the directors across the games. You know, we've had really good success with that. Corey's been the only repeat director, and, you know, rightfully so. He's pretty damn good at what he does.
Yeah, he is.
That's kind of what it is.
The important thing for us is to be able to kind of get a fresh perspective each time, but also, you know, a fresh pair of legs in the sense that
I want to
you're
bring up
really
Corey's tattoo in a
exhausted
little
at
bit.
the end of finishing one of these things. So you got to con somebody else into doing it, like him.
So, Eric, what aesthetics or themes sort of resonate with you as a creative? I mean, I guess what I'm getting at is, like, how do you see yourself leaving your fingerprints on God of War Ragnarok?
It's kind of the designer in me wants to answer one way, but as a director, you have to answer a different way. I think you.
I'll answer
have
all
to
your
learn
stuff
how
in
to
just a little bit. I
jettison
just
your
want to
own-
watch this.
A profession when you,
Sorry.
when you switch over to the director's role, which I'm sure Corey can understand. I mean, he kind of animated a little bit on God of War 2, and we kind of had to throw it all out, except for that sneaky backflip that Kratos has never done again that we left in. That's the perk of being the director, I guess. But you know, from my
Corey
point of
just
view,
smiling.
like, we want to tell a very heartfelt and epic story as, you know, a father and son go on a journey, and they kind of struggle with holding on
Looking around for
to stuff and letting go of things. You know, it's a very difficult kind of human condition that we all deal with, and we kind of want to arrive at that by taking like slices of life or family, you know, drama, if you will, and kind of juxtapose that against big Norse backdrop. And you know, at the end, we just want to have an ending that feels very, you know, surprising yet inevitable based on all those things. But it's kind of, you know, I'm from the Midwest, so like slice of life, very common, mundane things are just as interesting as big world events. And so we try to collide those things together. It's, you know, make an experience that's very worthy of the God of War name.
So, with the game officially being called God of War Ragnarok, I guess it doesn't take a genius to think that perhaps Ragnarok factors into this game in some manner. Can you confirm that, Eric?
Yeah, I mean, you can't call the game God of War Ragnarok and not have Ragnarok happen in the game. So, you know, it's going to happen. We're going to cap off the Norse series with it. And I think Chris Judge said it best in the announced trailer last year. Prepare yourselves.
The last game ended with a teaser of sorts for Thor. And I just got to know, was that Thor's voice we heard in the trailer just a few minutes ago?
That was definitely Thor's voice that we heard in the trailer. Thor is being played by Ryan Hurst, which you might know him from Sons of Anarchy. He played Opie, one of my favorite characters ever.
Ryan Hurst!
Delighted to have him come play in the God of War sandbox. And his take on Thor and our take visually on Thor is very different than the hunky Australian you might know. You know, he's much closer to the Norse mythology version. You know, he's this big, burly, almost hedonistic man-child, red hair, you know, left-handed.
I love
just,
Ryan
just a
Hurst.
little off kilter than the Thor that a lot of people know right now. So I can't wait for people to experience more of that when the game's done.
We also heard the name Odin in tonight's trailer. So I imagine if we're going to experience Ragnarok, Odin's going to have to play a pretty big role here, right?
Definitely. I mean, Odin is the Allfather of all the realms, so he's going to show up when Ragnarok happens. We're very, very happy to have Mr. Richard Schiff come on to play Odin for us. You may know him as Toby from The West Wing. This was one that we never thought was going to happen. It was like kind of a shot in the dark, and he got back to us, and we walked him around the mocap volume, and he was just like, I've never done anything like this before. Let's do it. And so the kind of rest is history. So I can't wait for people to experience that and see how he factors in. And it's a very different take, again, much like Thor. You know, he's like a old man who's just kind of busy with his own things and doing whatever he wants. And he doesn't live in a castle or anything like that. So it's again, a different take, kind of what we do. We just take what's known and curveball it a little bit and, you know, make it special.
We also saw a couple of new characters tonight. So what can you tell us about them?
Yup. Come on.
Are you talking about the little squid? Oh no, you're talking
Sure.
about Tyr, the big guy. Yeah, he's the Norse God of War. And Kratos and Atreus have finally found him. We talked a lot about him in 2018, so we were like, no, might as well show him to the people. And then the last character we saw at the trailer, you know, like with the little wink and smile from Angerboda.
That is Angerboda!
Giants, and her story is pretty amazing and how it fits into the world of God of War. Tyr is being played by Ben Prendergast, who's been completely absorbed in the role, even though he is not a giant as Tyr is. And then Angerboda is being played by Leia De Leon Hayes, who's a complete treasure on set. She's been amazing. Watching her chemistry with the other characters has been amazing, and she's one of the last giants that's living. So we have those characters and a few more. You know, there's a lot of different monsters you saw in there, and there's been so many talented people at the studio building this trailer and putting it together. I just want to give a shout out to the team. I love you guys. You know, I wish you could be here doing this interview with me. I wish you were all behind me right now at the studio. That would have been completely amazing. And, you know, lastly, to our fans, we have a saying at the studio that we are fans of our fans, and I cannot wait to watch all the tweets, the messages, the reaction videos that you guys put out, and our team to be able to take that into heart and just get excited and hyped, and then use that to push us through to finish the game for you guys. So thank you very much.
Now, Corey, we haven't heard a whole lot out of you here tonight. So now that we know you're not directing God of War Ragnarok, I was hoping maybe you could give us a little clue about what you may or may not be working on next.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You'd like me to just spill the beans and tell you everything that's going on right now. We're actually doing a bunch of stuff. It's really exciting. All the
Judas
things that
Soldier,
we're doing,
I will
and
answer
tempted to know
everything
what
in a
is
little
this,
bit.
but
I promise. Same
don't
with
really
Coffee
have
with
anything I can
Bearded
talk about
Reviewer.
right
I will
now,
answer
specifically,
everything.
Mostly because we're really focused on God of War Ragnarok.
I just
and
really
am
want to focus on this.
Incredibly excited that I finally understand that that's what everyone was saying. God of War Ragnarok. I was way off. I was thinking it was something else that they were talking about. I think we'll wait to get any deeper into anything else until later. We'll talk again, Sid.
All right. Well, thank you, Corey, and thank you, Eric. And next up, we have Ryan Treadwell. He's the lead producer at Aspire. And wouldn't you know, just a little while ago, we got the announcement of a remake for Star Wars.
Okay, let's talk. Oh my God, let's talk.
Is this like a
I'm lack for words. Lack for words. Okay, so where I leave off. Okay.
This is a complete remake.
Yeah, Chase looks a bit grown up. He looks like kind of how old I kind of pictured him. Kind of like a teenager, kind of the more impressionable. So this is exactly where I thought he was going to be. Siege, what is up, my dude? Yeah, dude, me and you got so much to talk about between God of War and Wonderlands. I'm pretty sure that plays into Borderlands, which is more your style of stuff. So absolutely. Leonard, I'm gonna check out John Ford. I was already subscribed to him. I love John Ford. That dude's a boss. I love that guy. New director. I'm actually really surprised about that. I had no idea. I never would have guessed, especially as good as Corey has been for this series. I never would have guessed. Never. Well, I'm sure he played a big hand in it. Coffee with Bearded Reviewer, do you think Atreus will be a playable character? I do think he will be a playable character, but do I think we'll be able to play with him full time? No. But I think he will be able to be a playable character during like some puzzles and certain points in the game. I think so, yeah.
A team full of industry veterans from fan favorite RPGs.
Oh, the dude in the middle of the background, the new director, yeah, his background was sick. I love seeing you hype, man. Yeah, dude, I'm so stoked. I don't know what to do with myself right now. I'm so happy. I am so happy. How about you guys? I'm so happy. I'm so ready for it. Dude, I am so ready. The two Gods of War meet, that's awesome. Yes, it is. And that dude was huge. He was like Hercules size. That dude was massive. Judah, it says 2020 on the logo this year. Dude, it said that. I'm still gonna watch it again to see like the underlying, because I didn't read it. But 2021, maybe we're gonna see it sooner than we think. Oh my word.
But we're very excited about being able to reveal more in the future.
It's so much to take in. Ashish, when two God of War collabs, then Thor has no chance to win, that's for sure. He, not alone at least, but maybe by if he brings someone else with him, have a little bit of backup. Shit, was that it? I think that was it, guys. Oh, I love it. I'm still going to talk to you guys and answer some stuff. Absolutely. Give me just a minute to put up something. Let's see, and Morse John Ford. There we go.
Where life drifts
Some stuff. Okay, let's keep answering some stuff. I don't think he's going to win by himself. I think Thor's gonna need some help. We appreciate you guys for working hard on the games. Oh, absolutely. I love these guys. I love Sony Santa Monica. I actually applied to work for them for a couple of times, got shot down. Too bad. Too bad, so sad. Maybe sometime in the future. I don't know. But love those guys. I wouldn't be making this content without these guys. So, let's see. Judah, Kratos kills every god he comes into contact with, though. He does. He does, especially since Ragnarok is going to happen, like the directors have said. We will see the Twilight of the Gods, so that means the end is coming, everybody. The end is coming. This is a lot to take. I know it's a lot to take in, dude. So much. Shayne, but we know what this means. Fenrir, Hel, and Jormungandr are born. So born in the present, yes, but we also know Jormungandr came back through splinters in the World Tree to come back to present time, so maybe in the future we'll see more gods travel and see more gods come into the game, into God of War Ragnarok, which I'm seriously surprised that is called God of War Ragnarok. I thought for sure it'd be Fimbulwinter. I'm going to rewatch this trailer so many times, dude, so me too. The Lake of Nine is frozen. You know what's really funny that I was actually looking for? I didn't see Jormungandr. Did you guys see him? I didn't see him when the lake was frozen. Kratos has lost the gods before. Yeah, he has. Zeus has killed him. That's for sure, and I think it's going to happen again. I think Thor's going to take him out.
I mentioned in the last video how Odin
for sure, I think he's going to take him out.
He dies in a battle with Fenrir,
but I am.
His brother's hole. Now, what happened?
You didn't see him? I didn't see him either. I was looking for him. So when we were screwing around the Lake of Nine, which to be completely honest, when the new enemies came, I actually I was kind of split between liking the new kind of like enemies. They looked a little weird, like kind of like that frog thing. I don't know. Yeah, I also noticed there was no serpent. Yeah, he's just gone. I didn't notice that at all, but I need to rewatch this over and over and over and over again because Corey and what was the new director's name? I completely missed it because there was so much information going on. I completely missed it, what his name was. But they always put in spoilers to what's coming ahead in trailers, in pictures, and all kinds of stuff. So I am going to literally sit down and rewatch this 100 times, pick out little things, and oh my god. I think Angerboda is going to be... Oh, hold on, sorry. I'll be right back. I didn't see it. Dude, the game is beyond our theories and imagination. Oh, it always will be, but you know what? I'm gonna try. I got a pretty wild imagination. I'll figure something out. I do think Angerboda will be a part of the story. I think Angerboda will kind of take the place of Freya, kind of like that helping hand. I think that is going to be a part of it, but I have that gut feeling that Angerboda is going to betray us somehow. I think Angerboda is going to betray us at some point. I think maybe Odin has his hands in her mind. I just got that gut feeling. I have nothing to go on this. This is gut feeling.
Now, think about it like this. He has already taken
There's gonna be tons of breakdowns on it. I know, and I want to be one of them, but I don't think that's probably going to happen. I know the biggest ones are going to be Captain. It's going to be John. It's going to be all kinds of other people. I'm gonna try to get my theories out there. Oh my god, this was awesome. Absolutely was awesome. The whole experience was awesome. This was my first actual live stream ever, and I loved hanging out with you guys. This was so much fun for me. I love talking to you guys. I love talking God of War. I all day long watching trailers that I'm actually not even really listening to. I've seen this before. Of course I have. But it's been so much fun hanging out with you guys. Absolutely it has. All right. Did you also notice Kratos isn't trying to kill Freya, but he was just stopping her from hunting Atreus from his shield? I did notice that. I did notice that he didn't really fight back, but that doesn't mean he won't. Eventually he might be pushed to the edge, be like, hey, I actually got to do something, which very well might happen. And as we expected, Freya is seeking revenge. Yes, absolutely we did. And the coolest thing about that is, kind of, I mentioned it a little bit before, we saw that she got her warrior spirit back. So I'm sure we're going to learn about that as well. So maybe, just maybe, she might be the queen of the Valkyries again. You ever think about that? That might be really cool.
Which means that he knew Baldur was going to die.
I'm so happy. This is the happiest I've been in a long time. Like, this is great.
Mimir said that Odin might have been pushing Baldur to get him on his side. That he's been.
Yo, this is so much fun.
So where does
this is so great.
And Modi come in?
What else did you guys see? Like the one thing that's really messing with my head, like that centaur guy. Like, I don't remember centaurs in Norse mythology at all. So I'm really curious who that could be. I kind of think it's Pan.
To build something that gods and the world can prosper. I truly believe that Odin does not want this. I believe that Odin knows the future. He knows his own fate.
I'm so happy.
Gods, including who will survive. Again, Baldur's
those new monsters, yeah, dude. Like I noticed that as well. Like some of those guys I've never even looked before. Brock and Sindri are back, absolutely. You notice the dude with the squid too? Like, what is that? What's the squid guy? Is he just like a normal human merchant, or do you think it's something else? Maybe a god in disguise. Could it be Odin? Could it be Odin in disguise? Because he does go a long time in mythology with disguises.
May survive after Ragnarok, which is again his ultimate goal. Now, again, if Baldur survives Ragnarok, if real Norse mythology, he comes back to life to aid and prosper in the new world, what's stopping him from coming back alive after Ragnarok is over again? Odin already
I am so happy. I'm so happy. Like, I'm almost on a brink of tears, dude. Like, I'm so happy. So happy. You know?
We learn when we first start pushing the blade. Freya tells us that somebody has been messing with the balance of everything. The dead walk free. There's
so crazy, man.
When we get to Helheim, everything is fucked. Mimir mentions that the souls are not being able to go to the other side.
Incoming call for Walgreens. I'm not watching this. I'll listen to this. Kind of sad the Leviathan, Axe, and Blaze Kiss are back to level 1. You know what? But the way I'm looking at it, if they go back to level 1, that means we have all the fun of getting them back to max level, though. That's the way I kind of take a look at the beginning of another video games. It's a part of just getting getting the full experience. We start out a game and it's all maxed out. Yeah, we did work hard to get them to max level, but we just start out with maxed out levels. It kind of feels cheap. You know what I mean? It feels like it's almost too easy. So I'm perfectly okay with that.
Every single one of his people to do it, he will do it by any means. He will.
There are gonna be
survive
so many
Ragnarok.
friggin'
And that
tweets
means
about
he is
this.
the only one to survive Ragnarok. I believe these are his true goals. I believe this is why he does the things he does. I believe this is why he released Skull and Hati, why he sent Baldur, Modi, and
Yo, Spider-Man, God of War, Wolverine. You know there's gonna be a million people posting about that right now. But
he will survive.
you know what, guys, I'm gonna end this one right here. It's been so much fun hanging out with you guys. I'm probably gonna make this I'm gonna make this a thing from now on. Just sitting down, hanging out, you know, just chilling, watching God of War, talking God of War. I thoroughly enjoyed my time tonight hanging out with you guys. So thank you. Thank all of you for coming out, hanging out, you know, taking up your precious time just to hang out with me, you know. So you guys could be doing a million other amazing things with your lives, but you chose to come chill with me, and I really do appreciate it. And I appreciate all of your time and all of your support. It really does mean the world to me. So I want to thank every single one of you before I log off today. Thank you. I don't know what else to say. Thank you. You know, I'm gonna try to make this a regular thing. You know what I mean? Oh god. At the beginning of the trailer, Atreus was holding some blue thing. Yeah, could that be another travel room? Oh my, I could do this all day. Oh my god. Bye man, enjoyed your stream. Ashish, thank you for coming to hang out. Leonard, Ayo, everybody that's here, love you guys. Corey is such a troll. You know you're a troll, dude. I love that guy. I love that guy. All right, see you, brother. Have a good one. All right, guys, have a great night. I'm sure I'll talk to you soon. Have a great night, everybody. I appreciate all of you. All right, have a good night, guys.